The InSight lander, short for Interior Exploration Using Seismic Investigations, is a stationary probe which was built to study the interior of the red planet, also known as Mars, and its crust, mantle, and core. The lander was launched towards Mars on May 5th of the year 2018 from the Vandenberg Air Force Base and landed a whole 6 months later on November 26th of the same year. Inventors of the lander wanted to learn more about the tectonic activity of Mars and its Martian composition by studying the inner space of Mars. They also wanted to learn how terrestrial planets were formed, but more specifically, how a rocky body forms and evolves into a planet. The total cost of the InSight mission was an astounding $812 million.
The InSight lander was created by Lockheed Martin Space Systems and solely relies on solar power. The InSight lander is 5 feet 1 inch wide and 19 feet 8 inches long, weighing about 794 pounds, which is roughly the weight of about 5 people. Since it is a stationary probe, this means the instruments need to be still and quiet to capture seismic events. It brought the first seismometer to Mars, which detected its first Marsquake on April 6, 2019, and recorded first sounds of Martian winds, which both have never been done before. Altogether, InSight's readings will help scientists figure out how planets are put together and how they evolve. Not only are there reports about the structure of Mars, but also weather reports being sent back by InSight as well.
The InSight lander is made out of the following: a seismometer that can provide information on internal vibrations or Marsquakes occurring with the red planet. The seismometer was provided by the French space agency, the CNES. An HP-3 is a heat probe that will burrow almost 16 feet, 5 meters into Mars' surface. The probe will help scientists measure Mars' temperature and work out whether Mars was formed from the same materials as Earth or not. A RISE is a radio wave instrument that can help scientists work out the size of Mars' core as well as its composition by sending out a signal and seeing how it changes in frequency. The former being a camera that offers a 360-degree panoramic view of the Martian land in color, the latter being a camera that will take fisheye field of view of the lander's workspace.
In addition to InSight Lander, 2 other packages were launched along with it. Both of these packages are called Mars Cube 1 or Marco, but also have nicknames taken from a Disney movie, their names being Wally and Eve. Wally sends back pictures of Mars while Eve does radio science. Sadly, the last time we heard of either of them was on December 29, 2018 for Wally, and January 4th, 2019 for Eve. Based on trajectory calculations, Wally is about 1 million miles past Mars, and Eve is almost 2 million. Further questions that remain are, does water occasionally flow on the face of the red planet now? Does Mars harbor life? Did Mars have oceans? Scientists plan to address these questions and propose new theories with further research. For example, thanks to numerous missions to Mars, scientists have found a host of features like valley networks, river deltas, and minerals that require water to form that suggest Mars was once warm enough for liquid water to run across its surface.